proceed on?
Yes.
Ms. Nutt, you work for Steele State University, correct?
Yes, I do.
They pay your salary, correct?
It's generally the way it works. You're employed by someone that pays a salary.
And they have been your only employer since graduating with your master's degree in 2011, correct?
That's right. I really enjoyed my time in the program, and I knew that this was the place that I wanted to spend my career.
Let's turn to the review of your documents in this case. You did not review any of Lynn's medical records, correct?
No, I did not.
You did not talk to any of Lynn's parents, correct?
No.
Lynn's teachers, correct? You relied on deposition testimony in this case, correct?
Yes.
And from the evidence that you found, you believe, it is your belief, that pedophiles generally seek out one specific gender, correct?
Generally, that is the case.
And it is your opinion that Terry Toledo has victims that are out there that have not come forward, correct?
Yes.
That there are more children that testified against him at trial.
I'm sorry?
That there are more children out there that were molested by him that testified at trial.
Yes.
And there are more children that testified him at the grand jury hearing.
No.
More children, more children that he molested that are out there that then testified against him at the grand jury hearing.
No, I think the children at the grand jury hearing that was it. They found all the children who were molested.
It's moving on, Your Honor. You are aware that Terry Toledo was convicted of molesting 8 boys and 1 girl, correct?
That's right.
And you're aware that Jed Griggs has never been convicted of molesting anyone.
He was never convicted. Right.
The only person in this case that has been convicted of molesting children was Terry Toledo.
Yes, Terry Toledo was caught. Jed Graves was not.
Now, in your factors, you mentioned that none of these individually could have caused Lynn's death, correct?
I misspoke. What I should have said is that it's impossible to pinpoint one single cause of her suicide when she suffered so much trauma throughout her life.
Yet it's your belief that suicide is generally preceded by a traumatic life event, correct?
That is often the case, yes.
And that 90% of suicide victims face some sort of mental disorder, such as depression, before they commit suicide.
Right.
And lastly, on this topic, it is your belief that when coupled with a traumatic life event, a child that is sexually abused might commit suicide,
That is always a possibility.
and that by combining these two factors, the risk of suicide grows exponentially.
No.
It's your testimony that the risk of suicide, when coupled with the factors of a traumatic life event and sexual abuse, would not increase the risk of suicide.
No, it wouldn't be very soon.
Your Honor, let the record reflect that I'm referring to Ms. Nutting's report that she filed in this case. Would you like a copy?
Yes, please.
I am referring to, I apologize. The second, 1, 2, 3, 4, fourth paragraph on page 47, where she describes
Thank
90%.
you. Yes.
Opposing counsel, I'm referring to page 47, paragraph 4 of Ms. Nutting's testimony, or report. Ms. Nutting, you gave a report in this case, correct?
Yes.
And you were aware that this report needed to be complete, correct?
Yes, I was aware of that.
That you needed to be truthful in this report.
Yes.
You were offered the opportunity to supplement this report at any time prior to trial.
Yes.
Your Honor, may I approach?
Yes.
Is this the report you gave in this case?
Yes, that is my report.
Please refer to the fourth paragraph, the line, the fifth paragraph, I apologize, the entire paragraph. Would you read along silently as I read it aloud? Generally, the decision to commit suicide will follow a traumatic life event. Another major factor in such a traumatic decision is the occurrence of physical or sexual abuse. When these factors are cumulative, the risk grows exponentially. Did I read that correctly?
Yes, you did.
Moment to confer with co-counsel.
Certainly.
It is your opinion that pedophiles seek out children that are abandoned or that need affection, correct?
In many cases, that is true.
And that pedophiles, in your profile, pedophiles generally seek out a primary responsibility for these children.
Yes, in some cases, not every case.
Terry Toledo sought out the primary responsibility for Lynn, correct?
Yes,
And you're aware that Jed Griggs was not seeking out a relationship with Lynn, but that he was called by Morgan Grove to watch over Lynn, correct?
well, he answered that call.
No further questions, Your Honor.